everyone. Hope you are fit and fine in your home. Now that you are accessing the online learning, we have come up with a series of video lessons. Hope this will help you in continuing your studies during this very critical period. Today I am here with the textbook Honeydew. It's a textbook of class 8, and I'll be taking a poem in the first unit, and the name of the poem is The Ant and the Cricket. Ant and the cricket, they are very familiar insects you have seen around you, and you know a lot of information about these small creatures. In the beginning of the poem, it is given that it's a fable, and a fable is a short story with a moral lesson at the end, often with animals or inanimate objects as characters. One man known as Aesop, and all of you are familiar with Aesop. He is famous for many fables that he told during his life, and some examples of his fables include the tortoise and the hare, the town mouse and the country mouse, and the ant and the grasshopper. I know you are all familiar with the thirsty crow, and also the fox and the grapes. These are very popular fables that you have already read. So the fable is basically a short story it can be in the form of a poem also, as is the case with our poem. Let's see what's written in the beginning of the poem. As I have already repeated, a fable is a story, often with animals as characters, that conveys a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance, which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. Now we'll know whether this cricket has two legs or not, or what is the meaning and significance of this statement once we finish the poem. Let's have a reading of the poem first. A silly young cricket, accustomed to seeing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. "Oh, what will become," says the cricket, "of me?" At last by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he'd pay tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, "I'm your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend." "But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm?" "Who's the cricket? Not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay." "You sang, sir, you say? Go then," says the ant, "and dance the winter away." Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned a poor little cricket. Fox called this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs, and some have 2. You have come across some new words and some old English words also. Let us see these words. Accustomed to, addicted to, in the habit of doing something. Example, he is accustomed to sit idle. Crumb means a piece. Example, the dog grabbed a crumb of bread. Shelter means home. Our basic needs are food, clothing, and shelter. Starvation means hunger. Starvation made him very weak. Quoth, quoted, or said. It's the old English. He quoth, all that glitters is not gold. Gay, here in this poem, it means happy. Example, children are gay on Sundays. So what we have learned about the poem? Let me summarize. This poem is about a cricket. It's an insect. He finds himself in trouble as the winter season arrived. He had nothing to eat, nor had he cared to make a shelter for himself. He decides to go to an ant for help. He wished to borrow some grain from her and to spend a day or two in her hole during the rainy days. His intention was to pay her back later on. However, the ant doesn't help the cricket. She tells him without mincing words that it is the rule of ants that they neither borrow nor lend. She aids the cricket in astonishment if he had not saved anything for the winter. The cricket replies in negative. She asks him the reason. He replies that he was so busy in enjoying his life, he did not bother to save or store anything for future. The ant ridicules him, asking him to dance during the winter also. So the moral that we come to know from this poem is that we should enjoy our present happy moments, but we must also plan for our future to make it secure. Ants, as you know, they are very hard working insects. They have a very disciplined social life, and you all know about this. This is a lesson from the supplementary that you had in your class 7, the tiny teacher. That's the first line in this page that tells you that they spend most of their time searching for food. Searching for food means that they store them for future so that they don't have any problem when there is scarcity of food. Now let us discuss these textual questions. First question. The cricket says, "Oh, what will become of me?" When does he say it and why? The cricket speaks these words when he finds no food and shelter to face the winter. Find in the poem lines that mean the same as neither a borrower nor a lender be. It is a famous line by William Shakespeare. Well, the line is, "But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend." The ants tell the cricket to dance the winter away. Do you think the word dance is appropriate here? If so, why? Well, the word dance is appropriate because all through the summer the cricket was merrymaking and enjoying his days without bothering to think of the future. So he is in fact dancing. Which lines in the poem express the poet's comment? Read them aloud. That's the last two lines, as you know. Folks call this a fable. I warrant it true. Students, I hope you have enjoyed the poem. Hoping to come up with more videos like this. Thank you.